Hopefully we're going to go live. Hopefully it works. Yes, it worked. Hi guys. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. Happy hump day. We are here and ready to go for your 7 a.m. Balanced Body. So if you have not taken Balanced Body before, follow along with me. Make sure you can hear me and see me. And if you have, you know what you need for your strength complex. I've dropped all of the Tabatas into the description of the video. I forgot to put the strength complex in there. I'll drop it in there afterwards, so if you're watching it later, you'll see it. But for Balanced Body, what you'll need is 1 to 2 weighted objects, and if you have your smaller Bodypump bar, maybe you borrowed it from Balance and you still have it, or you have a barbell at home, you'll need that for your strength complex. So we'll go over the strength complex. It's 8 moves, 8 reps of each move. And then with the Tabatas, most of them are weighted, but our first one is going to be like a dynamic warm-up style, and the last one is going to be a little bit weighted, mostly high-intensity cardio focus. So we're going to use, like I said, the first Tabata to warm our bodies up. The first one is going to be, and if you don't know what Tabata is 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You're going to get 2 exercises for that, and you'll just alternate, go back and forth between them. So the first one is going to be a squat to a low alternating reverse lunge, and then you'll stand back up, okay? The second part is just going to be jumping jacks, getting that body nice and warm, okay? So also, if you can't jump wherever you are, it's okay to step out and in, or you can go for some air squats there. You can go for some inchworms, anything that is going to get your body nice and warm if you're somewhere where jumping is not an option. Okay, so let's get ready to work, guys. I'm going to put on my Tabata music for you guys, and we'll get started.
Welcome to Tabata. 5.
All right, squat to low alternating lunge.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Just getting the body warm here. Just getting warmed up. If you're just joining, we just started.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. All right, you're going to go into your jumping jacks now. First 20 seconds of jumping jacks.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now into that squat to low alternating lunges again.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. You're going to squat, stay low, come back up. And rest. Okay, you're back to your jumping jacks.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Three, two, one, rest. Okay, you are back into your squat to alternating reverse lunge. Second half of this Tabata here. Getting nice and warm, getting ready for the strength complex that is coming up next. Getting nice and low in this squat.
3, 2, 1.
And rest.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going into our final round of these. Squat to low lunge.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. All right, final 20 here for jumping jacks. And then you're going to go into your first strength complex.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys. All right, so strength complex. If you know it, hop right into it. If you don't know it, follow along with me. So I've got 2 dumbbells that I'm going to use. So I'm going to operate as if they were 1. If I had a body pump bar that we would normally use when we're at balance. So you're going to start with 8 hang power cleans. So from, 8 bent over rows. 8 bent over rows. 2, 3, then you've got your hang power cleans. 5, 6, 7, 8, then your 8 hang power cleans. Start from above the knee, shrug those shoulders and catch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 push presses, small dip, punch overhead. 6, 7, 8. After those push presses, you've got good mornings or Romanian deadlifts. For good mornings with my weighted objects, I'm just going to put them right behind my butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. After that, you've got 8 lunges per leg. 4, 6. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. After that, you've got squats, guys. You can put your weights up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Thrusters. Squat to a press. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now that we know our strength complex, the second time around, I'll be going through options if you only have 1 weighted object, if you have 2 really heavy ones, if you only have a barbell, all that good stuff. So, we've made it to our second Tabata, second of 5 Tabatas. So, first one is going to be a double dumbbell or object, whatever you have, row to a tricep kickback. If you only have 1, you're going to do every other round, switch sides. So you'll hit each arm 2 times anyways, or 4 times rather. So, the row to the tricep kickback on one side looks like this. I'm going to row to my midsection and then hinge at the elbow and come back down. Ideally, you're going with both objects, so if you have 2. And if you just have a barbell, options, you can take the plates off and do this with plates, or you can just do bent over rows with your barbell. After that, we've got a supinated grip chest press. So you're going to be on your back. Supinated means palms facing you. So let's make sure you guys can see me. I'm going to come onto my back to safely get these dumbbells into my hands while I'm laying down. I'm going to put them on my legs first while I'm seated, and then kick them back. And then I'm pressing with my palms facing me, kind of slightly at an angle with those weights, okay? If you want, you can add a glute bridge to that. You do not have to, but if your weights are lighter or you're looking for a little bit of a challenge, you can add a glute bridge to the supinated grip chest press. All right, guys? So we're gonna get started in the second Tabata. Make sure you have your weighted objects nearby, or rather in your hands. Okay.
Welcome to the Tabata.
Get ready, guys.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1, let's go. So, row to a kickback. When you row, you're rowing to your rib cage. Kickback, okay? You're ideally going with both.
3, 2, 1, break.
If you only have one, though, that's fine. Just go with one. Or if two is too challenging, go with one. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
All right, right here. I'm going to kick them back. Supinated grip. Palms are facing me.
3, 2, 1, break.
All right, hop on up.
3, 2, 1,
Let's go. Row to a kickback. In the kickback, guys, you're hinting at that elbow. You're not swinging, but you're really using the back of the arm to get that weight up. Squeezing the tricep.
3, 2, 1,
And rest. All right, onto your back.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1,
Rest. And you're back up for these rows.
3, 2, 1,
Let's go. Three, two, 1.
break.
All right, on your back again.
3, 2, 1,
Let's go.
break.
All right, final round on these rows to kickbacks.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1. All right, guys, your final 20 here.
3, 2, 1,
Let's
go.
go. And rest. All right. So we're into our next strength complex. If you know it, go for it. I'm going to show you guys if I had one object for this. So say I have one dumbbell at home, one water jug, one weighted object. So I'm going to start with those bent over rows. I could go for 4 on one side and 4 on the other side. For my hang power cleans, I'm going to start between my legs for these. Pop my hips, shrug my shoulder, and receive under that weight. Technically, right now what I'm doing are muscle cleans, hang muscle cleans, because I'm not catching in a soft knee. Push presses, 4 per side here. All right, I can do good mornings here, or I can do Romanian deadlifts. Actually, I'll show you guys Romanian deadlifts. So both hands are going to be on my object. And I'm going to send my hips back the same way I do for my good mornings, looking for some tension in the hamstrings there. 8. Now I've got my lunges. I can go goblet style here if I want. And then switch legs. Whew. 6, 7, and 8. All right, you got your squats. We can stay goblet style for those if you want. 2. And 8. Then you've got your thrusters, 4 per side. And 8. All right, guys. Grab a quick sip of water. All right. So for your third Tabata, we've got single leg Romanian deadlifts and close stance goblet squats. So for the single leg RDLs, I want you to have something nearby that you can hang on to for these, for balance. Even I do this when I know that I can do this without holding on to something, just so that I can make sure to really isolate those muscles. So if the weight is in my right hand, my right leg is going to go back. I'm going to hang on to something for balance with my left hand, and I'm going to come and hip hinge, sending that back leg high. So from the side, that's what it would be. So keeping that back nice and flat. And then, so you're going to spend 20 seconds on one side, and then the next time around, you'll switch sides. We're including that Tabata close stance goblet squat. So weight is going to be under your chin, goblet style. If you only have a barbell, it can go on your back rack. Both feet are pretty close together, and you're coming down into a close stance squat. You're going to feel this through the quads, the outside of the quads, through the glutes. So those are some muscles that you're working here. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you'll feel this. And Anna Maria, for the, so if you've got really light plates for the Romanian deadlifts, use both of them. You can hold both in your hand, and you don't have to hold on to something for balance. So if you need to, you can be here with both hands on an object. Just really make sure you focus on a spot that doesn't move. Okay, we are into this next Tabata. Let's get our next song on.
Welcome to the Tabata.
All right.
5,
4,
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. We got some single leg deadlifts. Just remember on those, you don't have to come all the way to the ground. I come down to about mid-shin, and that's fine for me.
3, 2, 1,
Close stance goblet squat. switching sides now for these RDLs.
3, 2, 1, go!
So think about painting that front leg. That weight doesn't come far away from your body.
3, 2, 1,
And rest. All right, you got your goblet squats. Close stance next.
3, 2, 1,
Do
go!
it. Three, two, one.
Break.
All right, you're back to the first leg you started with these RDLs.
3, 2, 1, go!
Make sure to keep that chest nice and proud. Shoulder blades, pinch. 3, 2, 1.
Break.
All right, you're back to your close stance goblet squat.
3, 2, 1,
Let's do
go!
it. And rest. You're back to your other side for these remaining deadlifts. Last time on these.
3, 2, 1,
Do
go!
it. Three, two, one.
Break.
All right, your final 20 here. Push together.
3, 2, 1,
Let's do it. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, guys. So you're into your next strength complex. So you guys can roll right into it. I'm going to show you again as if I had one object and had to put both hands on it because we're pretty heavy. So starting with 8 bench over rows. I'm going to put both hands on my object here. Now for those hang power cleans, if I have to put both hands on an object, I'm going to start by sending those hips a little back, starting above the knees. Shrug and catch. Look those elbows around. 8. Push presses. Same thing, just both hands on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For those good mornings. If you have that barbell, you're going on your back rack for these. But if you have just one object, remember we did this one before, good mornings. Send your butt back into those hips. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You've got your lunges. Now we can go goblet style, or you can hang on the same side of the body where that leg is going back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For your lunges before, I showed you goblet and front rack. You can go back rack if you have a very heavy object here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then for your thrusters, back to your front rack. Squat to overhead press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, guys, grab some water. All right, so we've got our half kneeling, for this next Tabata, we've got half kneeling, a weighted object around the world and half kneeling overhead presses. So I grabbed a mat, a small mat. You might want to grab something soft to cushion your knee because we're going to be doing some half kneeling stuff. So the first movement is going to be weighted object around the world. So this can be anything that you have. It can be a kettlebell, it can be a dumbbell, it can be a med ball, it can be a water jug, it can be your plates that you have. Whatever you grab, you're doing this from a standing position. You're going to start with that weight in front of you, and you're going to bring it around your head. Keep it close and keep it low. And then you're switching sides. Okay? So keep that core really, really tight. You're going to feel this after a while in your shoulders, for sure. Lots of core stabilization there. Then you're going to come into a half kneeling position. So we put this down a little bit so you can see. I've got a mat here. I'm going to put my knee on. Okay? You're going to come into a half kneeling position and you're going to go into overhead presses. So you're pressing on the same side of the body where the leg is up. Yeah. Let's press on the same side of the body where the leg is up. Okay? If you want to do this with your barbell, you can. If you want to do this with two objects, you can. You can also just do it with one object and switch every time. Okay? So those are your two moves. I'll cue you. We're starting with those around the world with our weighted object. Let's find another Tabata song.
Welcome to
One of my
Tabata.
favorites. All right. Around the world in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1,
Right. To make that a little more interesting, you can also do that one from a half kneeling. So if you want to stay half kneeling for this whole set, you can.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I'll show you guys what I mean by half kneeling for the around the world here.
3, 2,
So
1,
option
go.
to do this because you will make it a little more challenging. Lots of core stability required here. All right, switch sides for those overhead presses.
3, 2, 1,
Let's
go.
go. Three, two, one.
Break.
All right. Back to those around the world.
3, 2, 1,
Let's do
go.
it. keep it nice and close, guys. 3, 2, 1,
break.
All right, I'm switching sides to my presses.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1,
break.
All right, final time on my around the world, and then my final half kneeling press. Let's go. In
3, 2, 1,
let's
go.
Woo! Shoulders are burning.
3, 2, 1,
And relax. All right, switch sides for those half kneeling overhead presses. This is your final 20 here, guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
Woo, guys. Nice job. You're into your next strength complex. Fourth one. We're almost at the end, guys. Home stretch here. Let's start with our 8 bent over rows. 8 hang power cleans. 8 push presses. You're going to feel it this time after those overhead presses before.
3, 2, 1, go.
After that, you've got your good mornings or your Romanian deadlifts. I'm going to go single leg this time, 4 per side. After that, you've got your lunges. Sides. 4, 6, 7, and 8. You've got your squats. And then your thrusters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, guys. We've made it to our 5th Tabata. Grab some water. So, for this 5th Tabata, guys, you're going to start with weighted object swings, like kettlebell swings. So if you have a kettlebell, use that. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing mine with a dumbbell. You can do these with plates. Any weighted object you have, backpack loaded up, water jug, anything. And then jump squats. So weighted object swings and jump squats, all right? So let me get us a good song. Let's see.
Welcome to the Tabata.
All right, swings.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
go.
Jump squats next. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. All right, back to your swings in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
let's go. Make sure you send that butt back and really pop those hips. Squeeze the glutes. All right, jump squats.
3, 2, 1, go.
I forgot to mention, if jumping doesn't work for you, regular speed air squats is great.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. All right, guys. Third round of these squats.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Final 20 in each of these exercises.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, guys, final 20 in this Tabata. Then you have one more strength complex.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do it. Ooh, guys, nice job. Final strength complex. Let's do it. Push presses. Good mornings. Lunges. 8 per leg here. Switch sides.
3, 2, 1, go.
Squats. And thrusters. Squat to overhead press.
3, 2, 1, go.
And 8. Still, guys, finish it on up. Finish it on up. Guys, nice job today. Whew, that was a sweaty one, at least over here. Hopefully you guys are as out of breath and tired as I am. Maybe it's just me. But thank you for joining me. Nice job today. If you're doing this later on, you've got lots of options for different weighted objects, different ways to use those objects. And I'll be back for boot camp tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great hump day. Jess Falborn out.